Hi traders and welcome to the PL Capital Commodity Report. Today is Wednesday, October 18th, just after 3 p.m. Central Time. In this video, going to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's start. All right, 4-hour chart or 2-hour chart of natural gas to futures contract. And in my last video, I thought that they were making an impulse here. 1, 2, and then 3, and then this was coming down for 4, and then they'd just go up and break that 3471 level one more time. Give us the impulse, and then I said correction, and then still one more up to complete this big triangle here. So we need to go up. But of course they can't make it easy. So instead of an impulse, they're just giving us a 1, 2, 3. That's A. And now they've made a leading diagonal. So we got 3 waves to there, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a leading diagonal. It looks like they've corrected into this zone that I have, just a shallow correction. So I think this leading diagonal is A, came up for B, and now need to see them come break 3024 one more time. And that'll be just a big ABC correction. So we could remove that. And then, so then that tells me that that's A. They'll come down, break it, this 3024. That'll be the B wave. So you have 1 wave, you'll have 2 waves, and then they'll go and come flying up. And actually we can remove this line. This line doesn't matter anymore. 3485 is the magic number that they need to break. And like I said before, I still think that they'll probably target a little bit higher than 3485. I think they'll come into that probably like call it 36. Somewhere in there. So I think it's just a big head fake going on right now. Now obviously if I'm wrong, and if they come and take out 2797, they just keep coming down, then I'm wrong. And then this triangle actually already completed. It completed up here on October 9th. And so it'd be just this triangle would complete right there, which I don't really like that. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think they'll come up into this zone. So, but we got to be aware that there is 3 waves, so it could be just a truncated E wave. So I'm looking for a little bit more down, break 3024, and then a sharp reversal. And with inventories coming out tomorrow, could be a catalyst for, well, could be a catalyst for either way, up or down, but I'm expecting up. All right, moving on to oil. So I switched, and I'm actually doing this for all the commodities. I'm getting out of using the futures contract, because when the future contract rolls, it just keeps messing up the chart. I just want one consistent chart. So I switched over now to this CFD called US oil for WTI. So the numbers might have changed from the last time I did this video. But anyway, so to me this looks like we came down in a strong, and now we need a correction and then down before we go back up. But what they've done is they made a leading diagonal. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 they completed today up here. Well, I think that's a leading diagonal. It could be WXYXZ, and now they're going to just come flying down, take out 8147, and then reverse. But I think, with the war going on and everything, there's just too much uncertainty, and it's just going to keep oil elevated for a while. So I'm watching this zone right here. They already got into this 87.77 down to like 86.58 or so. You know, if they're going to make a shallow correction, I think they got to come down one more time and break that low that they set today, and then go up one more time. Give you an ABC before they head down. But obviously, if they come flying down and take that out, then this was a WXYXZ correction. Won't know that until one of these two levels is broken, unfortunately. But I think this is a leading diagonal up. It should be correction, you know, maybe a little bit more down, one more down and then up, or maybe a lot more down and then resume up. But I still think that they got to come down, at least get near this 81.47. All right, let's go on to copper. All right, so they did make this impulse here. So we got the 1 running flat for 2, came down for 3, just stayed in here for 4, and then came down for 5 and set that low on Monday. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can zoom out a little bit more. So now it looks like after this leading diagonal, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3. So just a big ABC. So now it's either this up move correction, and now they're going to go all the way up, or this is the start of like a leading diagonal for down. So I'm watching this area now in here, right here, this 374 up to 387. They only come up there in 3 waves, and then it rejects and they break 353 one more time. Then I think we've got, you know, this first 3 ABC was a 1. This will be 2, and then, you know, they're probably coming down for in 3 ways for 3, go up for 4 and down for 5, and then I think they're coming to take out 32185. So then this is just the correction for this down. So it'll be like something like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then either 1, 2, 3 or a 4. And I would think they'll come down in an ending diagonal format. And this will just be an ABC before they resume up. So, yeah, watch how they come up here. If they just do a 3-wave correction and then reverse, taking out 353, it's going down in an ending diagonal. All right, gold. All right, so in my last video, I said if they come up real sharp into this zone here, this 1920s or so, it could be that they're making, you know, this is going to be a running flat. And there's still a possibility that they could be doing that. Oops. And this is going to reverse and go all the way down. But it's not doing that. I mean, I got this as just a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, so it would have to still go up. If they're like creating a diagonal, leading diagonal, it would still have to be going up a little bit more. So I think this is just going to be I'm taking this zone out. I don't think this applied. I'm taking these lines off. I don't think that's going to turn into a running flat. So what I do expect though is at some point this has to give a bigger correction. So it's going up, but I think it's just going up in a leading diagonal format. It looks like it's got one more wave to go up. So I'd only wait for a pullback to buy for one more up, because I still think that this was a leading diagonal. Now it could be that this is a WXYXZ, kind of, if this fifth wave didn't drop so far, if it would have ended up in this range, I think that would be more relevant. But it kind of got some, it really kind of dropped. Like a WXYXZ should just be a little bit more sideways. This one had some drop to it. So I think this is all just correction for this piece. So this will be like an A creating a B wave, and then they're going to come all the way down one more time before they take off. Now, I could be wrong. I mean, this could be a WXY, so we'll know pretty soon. But if you're not already in gold, then I think it's going to go up a little bit more, and then you can wait for a bigger pullback. I mean, there's been no pullback, so there should be a bigger pullback coming. I don't think it's just going to go flying all the way up here, take out 2081 yet. I think there's going to be a bigger correction before they go up, and then we'll have to see if this is just correction or they really are going up. Okay. All right, silver. So I was looking for, in my last video, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but they never came and broke 2066 again. So it actually doesn't matter a whole lot. It would have been nice because then that'd be just a perfect A, B, and C, and then I'd be thinking, all right, we can totally go up. But instead, what this is you've got 3 waves here, and then here's the X wave. So that 3 wave, that's W. This triangle is X, and then you've just got 1, 2, 3 waves down, which is the Y wave, so WXY. And anytime you have that, like I always say, you got to be prepared that they're just going to give you a 1, 2, 3 for the X wave, another X wave, followed by 3 waves down for the Z wave. So, we don't know if they'll come back down. This is a corrective pattern, WXY, and it could be set to go all the way up now and take out 2612. It started off really choppy, and now it's really starting to take off. So either way, I just can't be buying silver up here. I mean, you need, if this is creating like an impulse, and it looks like it would have to go up one more time. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'd have to go one more time. Then there should be at least a bigger correction coming. There hasn't, except for down in here. These have been just really short corrections. There should be a bigger correction. So I definitely be, you can take a stab buying somewhere down in the 21s or so, depending on how high this wave finishes at. Just knowing that it still might come in and break 2066, but this is definitely all correction and it's going up. It's just a matter of, is the low in and we're going up now, or does it have one more drop? But yeah, any correction, I'm definitely buying silver because it's going to go up and take out that high 2612. All right, uranium. So uranium is still just chugging in this zone that I've got. Still haven't broken the top or the bottom. So I'm still expecting that that's just an A wave, and it looks like the B wave could be in, and now they've started going up. So I would assume that they'll come up, should get really close, if not break 2648. But then I'd still be looking for one more down because I think that can't be all the correction. So I think this is all the B wave. So you got a sharp down for A. This is all B, and then they'll come flying down one more time, take out 2445 before they resume up. So I'd have to say I wouldn't be a buyer or seller of uranium until they break 2445. This is just going to be real choppy for a while. because this isn't really clear what this pattern is. Looks like they're going to go up, so I mean, could always take a little stab on just playing for the short move up, but I don't know if it's really worth that. Under 24.45 is the better play. All right, that's what I see on the commodities. Appreciate your likes and support. Thanks for watching. Good luck to you all. See you in the next video.